Hi, I'm Marilyn San Clemente of Stamp with Marilyn, and welcome to my creative playground. Today, I'm going to talk about the masks, Stampin' Up's masks, and they're called Artistic Expressions. And I've put together a couple of ideas with it. Okay, so these folders have some pretty patterns. There's this thick kind of plaid pattern to start with. And what I like to do with the folders is I like to attach them to a piece of cardboard, and that will hold your paper in place. And I'll show you how to do that in a second. Here's another folder, and that's this one. And I did this one in kind of a rainbow collage. I'm going to show you how to do some of these techniques. Here's another plaid. Here's a really pretty kind of a hexagon or Moroccan. It actually looks like a Moroccan tile to me. And then there's this one, which is very different, and it's got these two little punch outs. And so what I did with that one was I used this piece. I took these pieces off and I used this and I colored the square in. So that would be really cool for messages. And then I colored the background with that Moroccan tile piece. So I think that there's a couple different ways that you can use this. It's one of those things that you kind of have to play with. These are a couple of cards I made. This is one that I made with Sending Smiles, which is the daisy set. And again, I did the kind of the rainbow look. I used Coastal Cabana, Highland Heather, and the Berry Burst. And this is on Berry Burst paper. And then I used the daisies from the Sending Smiles set. Added some cool little embellishments to that. And then this one, I did a combination. I used this die to do that white plaid, and then I did the more detailed plaid on top of that. And I mixed the colors up a little bit. So I got both a yellow and an orangey kind of look. And what's interesting is the colors that I used for this were Daffodil Delight and Flirty Flamingo. But when I used the Flirty Flamingo on top of the yellow, it came out kind of orangey. So then I did my little bird, and I used Calypso Coral as the background color for that, since it looks kind of a little bit orangey. But I thought that was really cute. I used the bird for that one. And those are two cards that I did this afternoon. And I have a couple more ideas that I'm going to show you tonight. And I'm also going to show you something for Father's Day, since that's coming up. I guess is it 2 weeks away? Yeah, let's get started, and I will show you how to do a couple of these. And one of the things that I found that was a big help is I have some baby wipes here, and I use that to brush off the mask after I did the coloring, so that I didn't have ink all over my mask. And I did get it all over my hands. I did wash my hands a bit, but I still got it all over my hands. But anyway, okay, so let me show you how to do each of these, and then we'll make a couple of cards. So the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to use this, and I'm going to do this yellow. And what I've been using for these is the blending brushes. I'm using my blending brush, and I need to put a sheet of scrap paper for the blending brush. And I don't want to get ink on this, because then it will be all over my hands, it will be all over my sleeves, all of that. So anyway, okay, so when you're using a blending brush, you're going to pick up some of the ink, and you're going to kind of dab a little bit, because you don't want, oops, okay, and we need to hold our paper in place as we're doing this, because it will move around. So what I have done here is I have attached the mask to a piece of cardboard, and you can see a piece of tape up here. And I found that that's kind of the best way to do this, because then you can kind of hold it down and keep it in place, and you can set it up the way you want it. If you were to just set the mask over this and then start working without the piece of cardboard underneath, everything would just kind of slide around on you. So over the years, this is just kind of the way I've found to do this. That works the best for me. Okay, so this is the first one, which is this very straightforward straight lines. And as you can see, I'm just picking up the excess ink so that if I go to use this mask again and I want to use a different color, I don't have yellow mixing in with it. So there's the first mask. So this one I wanted to do the yellow. I'm going to do the daffodil, and I'm going to use the Flirty Flamingo. And then I was thinking, so I'm just going to put this up here. And what I wanted to do with this, oops, okay, is I'm going to start down here in this corner, and I want to do some yellow, and I'm kind of got to go around a little bit, and I'm just going to do different spots, different colors. What I've done here is I've kind of created just like a modeled design. Stamped some flowers this afternoon with the Irresistible Images or the Hello Irresistible, excuse me, with the flower set that's part of the Hello Irresistible set. So I wanted to just kind of do like a modeled type of pattern. And as you can see, I got my ink off because I want to use the same colors for this. I want to use the pink and the Flirty Flamingo and the yellow. And so I'm going to put my piece in there. The other thing that you could do is if your paper does start to move around, you could also use paper clips on the sides here, or you could use, what are those other clips that we use to hold papers and things together? You could use something like that too. Or you could tape the side also. Okay, so this, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to kind of do a modeled type of look. Take this off. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. That's really pretty. I like that combination. I guess I missed that corner there. So let me just clean this off. So this one, I want to make this one masculine. And I was going to mix up the two colors. So for this, I was going to use the new copper clay, and I'm thinking the wild wheat. And then I got out the He's All That stamp set, and I thought that would be really good to do some masculine cards for upcoming Father's Day things. Got the wild wheat, and I have the copper clay, and I'm going to use this brush. You can tell this was used for a little bit of purple. It looks like it was used for green at one point, or yellow, but it has been washed. And I'm not sure how this wild wheat is going to look on this. We'll see. Oh, that came out really cool. I like that. That's really nice. Okay, let me clean this off. Yeah, I can see the ink coming off of this one. Since it's darker colors, I can definitely see the ink coming off. Yes, so my tip for you all would be to take one of our 12 by 12 boards, cut it up into some pieces, and then you can just leave them on the board, actually. So now the other thing that you could do is I could do something like this. I could put another pattern on here if I took one of the patterns off and then laid another one on top and then do this, and then that leaves this open for stamping messages later. So let me see. Let me try one. Let me do this pattern very quickly. I'll put this over. Actually, I want to do this. Oops. Okay, so I put just a little bit of seal on there so that I could fit this in. There we go. Okay, so now if I put this over, and then I'm going to have to hold, and then let's try the wild wheat again. Is that the right one? Yeah, there's the right one. Doesn't it? It's interesting because it looks very green when you just look at the ink. Oops. Yeah, I probably should use. Actually, let me grab. I've got tape here. Okay, let me see if I can line that up again. There we go. Okay, whoops, shoot. And you have to be careful when you use the tape that you just put it on that edge, that you don't get it in the middle. And take this off. There we go. There. Oh, shoot. I got a little, Oh, that must be, oh, it's on my nail. That's why. Okay. So let me move that. Let me clean this off. You get the idea though. But that's how you could do this background. So then you could cut this. You could use this piece here, and then you could stamp a message in here, and then use this piece and stamp a message on that. So that would be cool too. Actually, that might look really cool. Okay, oops. And I can get rid of this piece now. I think it's time to get rid of that. It's been well used and loved today. Okay, so I have a bunch of different pieces to use here. So let's do the masculine card first. So I have 8.5 by 5.5 piece of the wild wheat, and I do not want to cut it. I just want to score it. And let's take this. So I'm going to cut a piece of copper clay. I'm going to do 4, just a little bit over 4. And I'm going to do a little bit over 5 1/4. Okay, and I'm going to trim that down. So I'm going to do 3 7/8. And to do 5 1/8. So I have a piece of copper clay and the wild wheat, which actually these two colors look good together. Okay, I'm going to attach that to this. Okay, and then I stamped a couple of messages from the He's All That to the man who does everything. Together for the long haul. Wishing you a happy Father's Day. So if I were to put this on here, and that was totally by accident. Hey, cutie. Okay, your seat's right here. I think she hears the crickets too. Summer must be here. Okay, so let's put wishing you a happy Father's Day, and then I also cut these out. This might be good to put on the bottom over here or over here. These are part of the He's All That. These are the dies for that, and it's got these cute little plaid type things that go with it. Okay, so let's put the Father's Day on. And I'm going to use dimensionals on that. And as you can tell, I stamped it. It's a good thing paper has two sides. I overstamped or rocked my stamp when I did that, so I restamped it. Okay. Okay, and let's put this. There we go. So there is my Father's Day card. So you could also take this piece and do something with that piece as well. And so I used the wild wheat, the copper clay, and I did not do anything to the inside yet. But I would put a piece of white in here, and then I would put something like this in. Actually, what I could do is put this in there. That would be cool. Let's do that. And then, yeah. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to take one of these. I think I'm going to put that there. And I'm not sure if I want to use this one or if I want to use this one. But what I did a little while ago was I cut some of the flowers from the Hello Irresistible. So let's see which color they go with best. So let's put So I'm going to, I don't know which one I like better. I think this one's too much white. This gets lost. If I had cut this out of a different color, that might have been better. So what I did was, this is Lemon Lolly paper, and I used the Daffodil Delight to stamp the flower. And then this one is Petal Pink paper, and I used the Flirty Flamingo on top of that. So I'm going to do that. And then I've got some leaves over here that I've stamped. And then I have some tags that I cut. And so I'm going to cut that to 5.5 by 8.5. I will score at 4 1/4. Okay, so this one I'm going to cut to just over 4. And I'm going to cut this to just over 5 1/4. Okay, and then let's do this. Take these pieces here. I really like this color combination too. And let's see, how does that fit? I need to trim that down. Okay, so we're going to trim this down to, oops, wrong way. Just over 5. And just under 4. So like 3 7/8. Okay, so let's put this on here. Oops, I may have cut that down too much. Okay. Let's put this on the front. Okay. And now we're going to put this on. And then I'm thinking 1 pink and maybe 2 yellows. Do a yellow here and a yellow down here. Like that. And then we could put a message. Does thank you fit on that? No, it doesn't. Hello does. Hooray, it's your day. That fits. Okay, so let's do hooray, it's your day. Oops. And we'll stamp that in the Flirty Flamingo, one of my favorite colors. Okay, and so that's going to go there. And so now what I want to do is I'm going to use my fine tip glue. Thinking was this would be pretty on the inside, if I take a piece of white, so I'm going to cut a piece of white to 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside. We'll put that there. And then what if I took a piece of this and went down, cut a strip off here. Let's see, I'm going to cut that to 3/4 inch wide. And let's put a piece of that here. Okay, and then if we put this on, or should I put it up there? I'll put it there. There we go. And then I'm going to use this. I couldn't be happier to have you as my friend. Flirty Flamingo. And let's do this. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to move that out of the way. There are my cards using the masks. So if you get confused with the word masks, other companies use stencils. They call them stencils. But there are 4 different cards. I didn't put embellishments on this one yet. But I did one with the bird, the little birdie, the sending smiles. I did a Father's Day, and I did one with Hello Irresistible. And let's put, I thought these would be pretty. These iridescent rhinestones would be pretty to pick up these colors. I love these rhinestones because they pick up so many different colors, whatever colors around it. Very nice. So there are my cards for today. So if you are not on my mailing list, you can go out to stampwithmarilyn.com and sign up for my mailing list, and you'll receive my weekly newsletter. I don't know, tomorrow I am flying down to my sister's, so my newsletter is probably going to go out on Wednesday this week. If you make a purchase and use the host code, your name will go into a drawing for the host benefits at the end of the month. And then also, I forgot to mention, there's a join special right now. If you'd like to join my team, I have a great team, and I can, for team meetings and things, my next team meeting is June 24th, and I can pull people in via Zoom. I have a large TV in my room, and so we can all work together. And actually, I've done that a few times, right, Rose? So I can project Zoom on my TV. So, oops, let me pull this down so you can see that one a little bit better. There we go. So if you're interested in joining my team, let me know. The join special for this month is the starter kit is $99, and for $99 you typically get $125 worth of product. You select your own product because you may or may not have products already. And for this month, you get $155 worth of product for the $99. So yes, Rose always gets to attend my team meetings. So anyway, Okay, so thank you for stopping by. If you have any questions, give me a call or send me an email. And again, if you're not on my newsletter list, sign up for my newsletter at stampwithmarilyn.com. Take care and have a fantastic week.